All right. Oh my god, happy new year. You get the fucking idea. I need to go over myself and make this video because I've been beating myself up for the past 4 months. Like, I have had the urge to make a video for the past 4 months. And I haven't even uploaded a single fucking thing. And it pisses me off after day after day. Getting annoying as fuck. It's 2026 and we're already on the third month. Yikes. I made a lot of promises to myself for this year, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make it, chat. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it for real. Hello, if you're new to my channel, I'm Xmira, and I'm a tactical PMC VTuber, and I'm a failing hobby variety streamer, and I mostly play FPS and gacha games as of currently. Introductions out the way, let's talk about 2025. 2025 was a pretty quick year, if I'm being honest. Looking back now, 2025 felt like more of a buffer year for me. Not really huge, nothing really really huge happened, but just more self-reflection and thinking filled up my time. I actually glad that 2025 wasn't too much of a hectic year for me. Last 5 years, I'm sure for everyone has been weird and out of place. COVID truly set everything in a new direction for a lot of people. Actually having the time to think to myself and actually allow my thoughts to take the center stage without feeling subconscious about it, it really helped me be alert to my mental state and how I feel about the things currently happening around me. Near the end of last year, I started to type out my feelings on certain topics as a way to give myself self-therapy. Love it. A lot, actually. Um, I even written them in form of scripts, just in case if I mustered up the courage to actually make them into actual videos one day. And I hope to share them with you all one day. I didn't get to stream as much as I would like to. I also ended up getting burnt out a lot last year. There was 2 or 4 months where I completely stopped streaming or hardly streamed at all. A lot of that was from the content creator need to make content or stream, but the lack of self-confidence to do so. Every content creator, especially small ones, usually go through that phase where they start to compare themselves to their past content and start to see a decline in their numbers or whatnot. However, for me, I statistically did better than 2024, but I just didn't feel like it at all, really. Felt like the passion to stream was dying out way more a few times for me to count on my hand, and was beating myself over it multiple times, to the point where I just ended up not doing anything at all and burn out from all the self-conflict. Like I said in the beginning, I want to get over myself and just do things that spark my interest and stop worrying about entertaining others. But at the same time, I want to show off things to my fellow peers so I can feel more accomplished about the small wins I gather along the way. I'm glad I started streaming because all of the cool people I got to meet, but I hate it because it made me start to face a reflection of myself that I didn't really want to face head on. Now, I'm not trying to make this sound depressing as it already may seem that way, but these are the things I think about on a day-to-day basis. This is the reason why I'm so quiet into myself. That's why I just go back to being the impulsive Xmira that everyone knows by default.
Grip is? Oh yeah, Mira likes feet. Mira likes feet.
You need to leave.
I would say I'm a very depressing person in nature, but I'm thinking about these things sometimes with a straight face. It has become my normal. Constantly fighting the feeling of loneliness and self-doubt. There are even days where I even worry about my future and how I will live out my life. Being able to write down my thoughts into journal-like scripts has helped a lot with getting my thoughts out there somewhere. and being able to observe them and reflect them without being judged. Like, I literally have 2 scripts on the topic of loneliness and commitment. Both of them are at least like 5,000 to 8,000 characters long. Speaking of scripts, since we're on that now, I want to get more into YouTube because streaming is starting to feel a bit dull for me. Not like my streams were really interesting to begin with, if I'm being honest. I got into streaming because I've been watching streams on Twitch since middle school, and it always been my favorite place to enjoy games that I didn't have. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that common childhood memory. All the times when you were at the GameStop and the GameStop employee snitches on you in your ass saying that you're too young to play the game in the first place. If you were one of those clerks who did that shit, fuck y'all. Like, literally, fuck y'all. But with YouTube, when I was younger, all I literally had was an Asus tablet, and I wanted to be a content creator. I'm going to lie, you guys aren't able to see those videos now, but I was putting in that work for real. Even though I didn't have much to use, I would play mobile games like Standoff, Critical Ops, Bullet Force, and Vainglory, and make little commentary videos while playing them. The videos were shit, but the vision was there, and that's all that mattered.
That motherfucker cooking.
That's something I miss, but struggle to bring back every single time. Doing things as a kid was way more doable because your view on the world is a lot more smaller than what it is when you get older. All you had to worry about was waking up and going to school and coming home and do homework for the night. The biggest setback for you as a kid was a school project you had to do on top of it all. I want to bring that passion back. That passion I had when it came to hobbies when I was younger, because I'm in the position to do those things that I wanted to do for the longest time as a kid. Not sure if it's because I'm now no longer interested in being a content creator, or is it because I'm at an age where I'm lost in the world and not sure what I want to do with my life, or it's just a major sign of depression, because that would make a lot of sense. Unlike being a kid, I don't have all the time in the world, and the world isn't as carefree as it was to me beforehand. So I would have to learn how to manage my time and make videos. Editing is not my strong suit, but if you want to get better at it, you just have to do it till you get better at doing it. So if I want to do YouTube, I'm going to have to swallow the large pill and face the challenge head on. And I really hope I fall through with the plan from start to finish. Along with making longer form content, I also plan on extending my VTuber lore this year. Last year, my goal was to make 4 new characters, which were Vanessa, Lorelei, Zoya, and Avery. I made a 5th, which is Yasmina. This year, I'm planning on making 10 new characters, and I already have ideas for 6 of them. Hopefully, I will start to make lore writing as well this year. I am aiming to make 2 lore entries this year, but we'll see how everything goes. These will just be my soft goals for the lore. As of right now, I think the biggest goal for my lore is to set down the foundation, so it's easy for people to understand. I currently have a basic concept for the prologue done. I'm thinking of just making my lore on the fly and building it as I go. I think this is the best way of doing it, so it's a constant task that I will be working on, and I'll get to look back at all of our work I did and admire it, or possibly view it as a waste of my time. Only time I can tell. I'm basically trying to make my lore like a gacha-like fandom. I keep on releasing characters, describe their personalities and characteristics, and the viewers like you can partake in the fan art, fan-created written works that can help fill in the blanks of the ever-growing lore. Similar to the SCPF wiki fandom. If you're not familiar with SCPF, it's basically like an open forum fandom where people can come up with their anomalies, monster-like entities that have weird, unusual habits. You can make them be hostile, make them be friendly, or make them as smart as sentient beings, or just shitpost slop. Even though most devout members of the forum will get on your case about that sort of thing. And it's totally up to the community how they want to expand its ever-growing catalog of written works. All the pillars of the world building is given to you as a viewer, such as the SCPF, which stands for Secure, Contain, Protect Foundation. The SCPF is a secret government-backed organization that studies and tries to understand these anomalies. They hold and contain them in hidden facilities so they can conduct tests using test subjects called Class Disposables, or Class Ds for short. Class Ds are criminals handed to the SCPF as test subjects. They are guarded by the Security Department, which is one of the many armed forces part of the organization. You can see where I'm going with this. You can go check out the wiki for yourself to get a feel of it and see how it works in practicality. What got me into it was unironically Roblox. There were so many roleplay groups that surround and try to create their own work within the SCPF genre, and it's actually pretty neat how some of the groups execute their ideas to the public for them to enjoy. There are also a lot of fan created movies and films that are based around the SCPF fandom. Of most notable directors within the community is Even Royal, who created the films Dollhouse, Overlord, and even some in-game machinimas like First Contact, Ghost Town. I heavily recommend watching some of the films if you want to grasp a better idea how SCPF genre works. Now, of course, I'm not expecting my lore to be huge like SCPF, but I think it'll be a great fuel of inspiration for my vision or of something that I can call my own, something to be proud of, or whenever I decide to look back at it and see how far I had it grown. As some of you are aware, I had remade my Discord server. I deleted the first one due to inactivity and lack of involvement with the community as a whole, but I will be working on that as well this year, as I host events for people to partake in, so there is at least an attempt at forming a sense of community outside of the streams. I actually hosted an art contest a few weeks ago and announced the winners, so shout out to them for winning. It was really hard to vote to pick the winners, and it also was my first ever art contest that I've ever held, and it was pretty interesting and fun to see everyone's hard work and art styles. I will for sure be hosting another in a close future, possibly for a new lore character or for my birthday that is coming up in March. Yeah, I know, I'm getting old.
Oh my god, he's on.
I could probably host a writing contest for my lore, potentially. Who knows, the world is filled with surprises. Let me know what type of events you guys would like to see in the Discord. Yeah, I think that's it. Here's my 2 months due New Year's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm planning on making 2026 a productive year and hoping to make new strides at my own pace and not for others. Planning on making more content outside of streaming and doing more long-form content for people to enjoy my yapping and potentially share my inner thoughts that I've been saving for the past few months. Plan on creating more original work with my lore so it can blossom to something that I could never thought I've ever made over time. And hopefully have a fan base that can help contribute to its legacy or whatnot. That's enough out of me though. I want to know how you guys are doing. Did you have a good 2025? Was it good or was it bad? How about your start of 2026? Did you already give up on your New Year's resolution, or are you sticking to them? Let me know down in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. DirectorX out.
Thank God this shit's over, bro. Thank God.